Let's get back to politics. Democrat Senator Joe Manchin announcing he supports CIA Director Mike Pompeo to be the next Secretary of State, tweeting this. After meeting with Mike Pompeo, discussing his foreign policy perspectives, and considering his distinguished time as CIA Director and his exemplary career in public service, I will vote to confirm Mike Pompeo to be our next Secretary of State. Now, Manchin is the second Democrat to support Pompeo's nomination, possibly giving him some momentum ahead of a showdown vote in the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. That panel, though, poised to vote against Pompeo. Joining us now to discuss this, American Progress Action Fund Senior Fellow Larry Korb. All right, Larry, why this unprecedented rebuke of Mike Pompeo? Is it just purely obstructionism? What's at play here?
Well, I think a lot of the people, including a Republican, Rand Paul, are concerned that his positions will reinforce President Trump's worst tendencies, and they want someone who will serve, as a counterweight. And I don't think Director Pompeo has helped himself by not telling the members of the committee offline about his North Korean trip, because this is theoretically acting like a Secretary of State before you get there. But as you pointed out, he will be confirmed. And, people talk about it. People forget when Chuck Hagel, Senator Hagel, went up to be Secretary of Defense under President Obama, he only got 3 Republican votes on the floor. So this is not unprecedented for people to use this to make another point.
But you could argue, Larry, that the point that Mr. Pompeo didn't tell anyone or told the least amount of people possible is that it's a chronic place for leaking information. And there's the one thing they didn't want was for that visit to Pyongyang to come out before he went there and came back, and then we could talk about it. But he didn't want that to be known to the general public, and Washington is a place for leaks.
No, but I think when he came back, he should have briefed them offline. Because, again, the worst thing you do, and I remember my own experience, if you start acting like you got the job before you confirm, boy, people will not take that very well.
So you do believe he'll get through in the full Senate?
I think he will, yeah, because you've already got at least two Democrats, and so I think he will.
Could it unsettle the North Korean negotiations effort? Is the timing on this pretty poor?
No, I don't think so. And I think, basically his trip was the right thing to do, or somebody should have gone, to talk to the North Koreans to lay the groundwork. And today, over the weekend, we've seen some public back and forth. And I think one sensible thing the administration has said is they're not going to make any concessions just because he stopped doing what he's doing. He's going to have to start dismantling stuff before we relax the economic sanctions.
And that's going to be both the key elements. One, nuke dismantlement, but first the timetable for sanctions comes after that, which really puts the ball in the court of North Korea. I guess the fact that we're talking is very positive, but we have to have a pretty hefty amount of skepticism when we look at this as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the North Koreans have promised several times going back to the 90s that they were going to do something, and that they didn't do it. So you not only want them to start dismantling it, you want to have intrusive inspections in there, much like we have, for example, in Iran, where they can go in and check and see that he's living up to the deal.
Do you think President Trump's unconventional approach, the tweets, the Rocket Man references, all of that has kind of discombobulated Pyongyang a little bit, and that's what's got us to this point?
I think the key thing was the sanctions. I give President Trump for getting much tougher sanctions than we had before, because we got the international community, particularly the Chinese and the Russians, to go along. Now, they may have been concerned that, President Trump might do something erratic, but the fact of the matter, those sanctions are starting to hurt, and that's why he has stopped his program, because he's just gotten as far as he wants to. He has the capability. The question is now, are you going to delimit that capability?
10 seconds, Larry. Are you confident we can get something out of this summit?
I think we can, because, again, I think the sanctions are beginning to bite, and I think that he recognizes that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, not only with us, but a very liberal government in South Korea.
Yeah, good point. Well, we shall see, as they say. Larry Korb, thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate it.